In Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you can't just break into someone's house anymore. Even though this might sound a bit strange, it was something people complained about for ages because in old Pokemon games you could do it. The feature had been around for over 25 years, but it was ultimately removed. However, people have found more than 10 buildings in the game's files that remain unused. This has led to some theories that the game developers simply just ran out of time and couldn't justify making them for every building. El Chico Eevee on Twitter managed to load the unused house in the game, and it looks almost finished. The house is supposed to be in Zapapico, which is likely another part of the game which is unfinished because of an arena in the town that goes entirely unused throughout the game. Some have speculated that Zapapico was intended to host a gym leader earlier in development. Inside the unused house, there are two items sitting on the bookshelf of the Dawnstone and the Sunstone. It's not really clear why they're there or what they mean, but some people have tried to guess. It could have been home to a character that is particularly interested in Pokemon evolution, or it could just be decoration. Before we move on to the next unused buildings, consider subscribing. There's a lot of information getting leaked at the moment and you won't want to miss any of it. Another thing that people have complained about is that there's no battle facility in this game. Other Pokemon games have had the battle tower and other variations, but Scarlet and Violet just doesn't. Some people think that unused buildings found in the game's files could have been part of some sort of battle facility or a train platform that would have taken new players to new parts of the game in the upcoming DLC. These buildings were pretty much finished, but it's just not clear why they were never used. This has happened in loads of other Pokemon games too, where people felt the game just was incomplete. People think that this could have been because of the higher-ups at Game Freak wanting to push each Pokemon game for an annual release during the holidays, which would also lead to the vast amount of bugs and glitches in Scarlet and Violet too. Less detailed buildings were shared too. First is an area that could be an earlier version of the hallway outside of the player's dormitory. If that were true, it would hint towards it being planned to have a lot more features, perhaps more like Generation 3's secret bases. More basic interiors with multiple versions were also unearthed. These could have been basic templates for the insides of buildings that were later removed, or interiors for shops that once again no longer have interiors. There was also a model for an early design of the gym building, however it's not too different from the final product. That's all the buildings that have been leaked at the moment, but as soon as there's any more news, I'll be sure to update you. And subscribe if you're ready to see more.